Finishers MMA, finishersmma.com, at Finishers. That's how you find them on social media. These guys have a show with us every Monday called Now We Go. You can check it out. Zach, JM, Thor, Grace, there's too many to name that come out of that school, and they are killers in the game. They are the biggest MMA jiu-jitsu school in the area, and they are owning the East Coast. You can contact them at 610-438-0746. Ask for Andrew. They are at 3761 Nicholas Street in Easton, PA. They have 2 locations as of now, Bethlehem and Allentown. They are growing into 3, 4, 5, 6. I would say they are taking over, but they already have. Check them out on all of their social media. They are awesome to follow. And if you're looking to get in shape, you're looking to choke people, you're looking to do anything at all to better your life, finishersmma.com. AllValleyRooter.net. That's not how you pronounce it all the time. I just say it that way. All Valley Rooter, Jared LaBarba. He is my plumber. He's the show's plumber. I'm getting him plumbing business all over, and I love that he is getting what he wants. He has 24-hour emergency service. He is certified, insured, and professional. You can follow him at All Valley Rooter. He's on social media, and you can find his information at allvalleyrooter.net. Jared came down over the weekend and he fixed a problem down here. He's super professional. I love him as a person. I love his business. He grew it, and he's doing his own thing. It's allvalleyrooter.net. It's 24-hour professional plumbing services. He can help you out with everything you need. It's 610-762-1656. He's certified, insured, and professional. Do not be afraid to contact him for any of your plumbing needs. Support Jared. Jared supports us. Luke Delmeyer Handmade Custom Knives. I love Luke. It's lukedelmeyer.com. He's a farrier, a bladesmith, and a blacksmith. He has custom knives, and the best part about it is you can take classes to make them. So not only can you take a class to learn how to make knives, at the end of the class, you get that knife. We're working on a project together. He started recently getting into chef knives, so he's starting to make chef knives. He makes hunting knives. He can make any of your needs as far as blacksmithing. That's at Luke Delmeyer on Instagram. That is the best way to follow him. You can see all the stuff that he's posting. He shares, he does raffles, he gives giveaways. Check out all things Luke Delmeyer at lukedelmeyer.com. We've had him on the show before. You can dig down in the library, listen to how he got started and where he's at now. I'm excited to work with Luke. He's a really good friend of the show, and I'm excited to showcase his chef knife that he's making me. Check out all things Luke Delmeyer at lukedelmeyer.com. Farrier, bladesmith, blacksmith. Rips Auto Detail. This guy is the best, hands down, in the area. I've interviewed him. I know his story. He's doing things that others aren't, and I love that he fucks with the show. I love getting the best of the best and having them support and be a part of this. That's what the sponsorship is for. I'm giving you the best people in their profession, and Rips is the best at auto detail. It's at Rips Auto Detail for Instagram. You follow that. He's showing you the different cars he does, and it's at 630 North Nelson Street in Allentown, PA. He offers paint correction, ceramic, SPS coatings, and more. This is appointment only, and it's ripsautodetail@gmail.com. You can call him at 484-553-1366. I tell you, follow him. If you don't know, you want to know more about what he does, follow him on Instagram. Follow Rips Auto Detail, and you can see all the things that Rip does. He's a big part of the show. We have a separate show we do called Road Dogs, and you can check out his past interviews and hear his whole story. I couldn't recommend this guy more for your auto, car, boat, plane. This guy literally has done everything, and he is the best in the area doing this. Rips Auto Detail. Precision Laser. Precision Laser is a family-owned aesthetic laser practice in Easton, Pennsylvania that was founded in 2019. They offer laser hair removal, laser tattoo removal, vascular and pigmented lesion removal, acne treatment, and more. Their team of licensed experts use cutting-edge technology and safe laser protocols to deliver you the best skin results throughout Easton, New Jersey, and the greater Lehigh Valley. They provide free consultations and affordable pricing to make laser treatments accessible to you all. To learn more about their services or book an appointment, appointment, please go to precisionlaserspecialist.com or call 484-306-0089. They are located at 42 South 3rd Street in Easton, PA, 18042. What do they run in this summer? Hair removal. I'd like to get this whole thing removed because of what do I want? A summer beach bod. They are running for $165 per session. You pick two: armpits, bikini Brazilian, upper legs, lower legs. This is what we're doing with them. I'm excited to have them, and I'm excited for them to be working with us. They're on the podcast. You can check out everything they're doing on the website, and thank you for being a sponsor. Look good this summer. Look good.
Hey there. Quick question for you. What's up with the men in my Instagram DM?
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that lunatic.
I don't want to date you guys. I don't want to date anybody at this moment in my life.
Welcome back to Only Friends. This is episode 2. We are live in the studio with your host, America's favorite TikToker, America's favorite OnlyFanser, America's
favorite grandmother.
Shut up. Welcome back to TikTok. You've been banned. Now you're back. I don't need to be introduced.
No? Okay. Well, this is my friend Mike.
Pull the mic just a little bit closer. Keep it like a fist from your face. Right there. Perfect. You can pull it down a little bit. No, you're good there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm back on TikTok. Can you believe that? They opened me up about March, I think 12th or 13th.
Now, why did they cut you down? Why do you think they got rid of you?
Because a lot of people report my content for sexual and vulgar content.
Do you think it's people that you know from the Valley?
Yeah, I do actually. Probably your friends.
No way. My friends are part of your OnlyFans.
No, they are not. I feel like it's probably...
Some of them are.
No, I think it's like some girls, some women, maybe older women that don't like to see hot older women. Like myself.
I mean, because your content, I don't think on TikTok is like risque, but it's a lot of, because I just downloaded TikTok and
welcome everybody.
Starting to put a couple of videos out.
1 year since I tried to convince you to join TikTok.
It's been longer than that.
No,
because you were grinding to get your following before that. Maybe it was. I don't know. But when I got on it, I started seeing other girls doing different stuff, and everybody's a little loose on there. It's not as crazy as Twitter, but there's no reason for you to be canceled. You're not getting naked.
Yeah, I know. But even like if I'm wearing a bathing suit and it's a conservative bathing suit, like I was just wearing with my Bionic Gym thing that I was wearing online, my videos got reported, and I'm like, dude, I'm wearing a conservative bathing suit. Like it wasn't even. Yeah. Whatever.
Because that's why I told you too. I was like, oh, you should like get like a bathing suit ambassador or do your own bathing suits, because there's a lot of girls that are just in bathing suits.
Yep.
A friend of mine who's been on the show, Sean Beard, the world's largest Beavis and Butthead collector, he had 14,000 followers on Instagram that he's been doing for like the last 4 years, and he has like a very interactive following where he's like selling stuff and doing stuff. His account just disappeared.
Did he fight it?
He said there's no way to get a hold of Instagram. He said you have to like get it. He said the only way he saw was that you had to buy ad space, and then you had to tell them there was a problem with the ad space, and then you could get on the phone with somebody.
Well, he could start tweeting them, and then there are other ways, because I knew a girl who is scantily clad on Instagram.
Scantily clad.
And they actually removed her. They removed her.
Who says that? Women who play bridge?
Whatever. But she's actually like thongs and butt shaken, and she had like 2 point whatever million, and they took her account down, but she fought it and it's back.
So, well, having 14,000 and having 2.5 million.
But still a lot of people.
Well, no. I'm not saying it's a lot of people, but that's a big number that you could get a hold of them.
Sometimes though they do that, and
why do you think they do that?
Because there's
like you were just locked out.
Well, I was locked out, and I was also, but people have been reporting my content on Instagram, and my stuff just this morning got reported, and it got.
What do you have to do to stop that? Do you have to go private with your account?
Yeah, private, but then nobody sees your stuff. Like
unless
you can't
they're
grow.
unless they're
looking for you specifically. Yeah,
yeah. Like because I had a guy down here who does social media for a company that's coming on, and he was just kind of teaching me different ways to get followers and stuff. And he was like, just start adding people of like-minded stuff. And like that, I saw that started working.
But if you go private, that's really the only way you can grow, unless somebody kind of stumbles onto your shit and sees a picture of you and is like, oh, he had like to check
it's so hard.
the rapping granny out by the railroad
Yeah,
tracks.
I think I used to get like 1 or 2 people a week, and now it will be like 300.
How did you know
400
you
a
were
day.
back?
I kept seeing, like, I check my analytics all the time because I have a creator account. So I kept seeing it, and it was like 3%, 4%. Then the one day I looked, and it was like 70%. And I think it was a video of Drake. And I was like, what? And then I posted like an old bikini video. And then I posted a Bionic Gym video. And that Bionic Gym video has like 760,000 views.
That's so insane.
Yeah, so I was like, oh my God. So now, as long as I like I've been posting like 2 or 3 videos a day, because that's the rule with TikTok. You got to at least post 3 minimum to grow.
Yeah.
So just so you know.
What do you think? What do you think the algorithm is for Instagram now that you're over on that?
You know what? At first, my reels were hitting. They're not anymore. Like, I mean, like I still get like 16,000 views on certain ones, but like in the beginning, I was getting 200,000, 500,000. So they changed the algorithm as it goes. So I don't even know. Instagram.
I started seeing a difference because I was following this guy's pattern to pick people up, and it's working, and I probably got like 800 new followers.
Yeah, that's good.
And then when I started posting the content I did yesterday, where I dropped 3 reels in a row, they all hit really well for what I think is more than what I usually do. So I don't know if that's because I have new blood in there, and like it was so stale on
Reels are
my following.
public.
Yeah.
Reels are more so they're outside of, so the reels that you post and you show on your grid,
Yeah.
those are for your people, but reels other people watch them. That's not even your following, all those views.
Yeah. So that's just people who go into reels and
That's
watch
people
reels.
it's just like TikTok. You get lost in like you're just watching videos, you swipe.
So that's why the numbers are so much higher on
Higher.
TikTok and
Yeah.
Reels, is because it's going into just a public pool
Yeah.
where people are swiping and they're looking at your stuff, and then they can choose
Yeah.
whether or not to follow you.
Yeah, and then with like TikTok, they have the algorithm, like if the person watches almost the entire video, right, then it'll go into this next pool of algorithms, and then it'll be like, okay, if people start forwarding it or tagging people in it or commenting on your video, like the more interaction that video gets and the more shares, then it goes into another pool of algorithms. Like it keeps like going into this huge pool of algorithms. Like that one video, my Bionic Gym on St. Patty's Day. It was St. Patty's Day. That's when I really realized I opened up. But that video was shared like 800 times.
So when it starts getting shared, then you said that
That's-
goes into a whole nother.
It's going into a whole nother, like almost like a tax bracket
Yeah.
for algorithms. Yeah.
That's so fucking weird that's even. I didn't understand how any of that shit
Shared.
works.
So everybody thinks it's the likes that matter, right? Oh, I got 13,000 likes on this video. No. Likes are the least favorable on, because you could like any video without watching the whole thing, right? You could like, swipe,
Yeah.
like, swipe. No,
It's like
they don't-
Facebook, where
They
you
don't even count.
it counts
the
as a
likes.
view when somebody just scrolls past
Yeah.
you.
So with TikTok, the more shares, comments, and like completion, share, comment, and completion. Just so you guys know, that is what they look for to move you into that next bracket of, growth.
Yeah, and it's not easy to get any of that stuff.
No, because I see I have a lot of friends on there like that I made through TikTok, right? And they create like little videos and whatnot. And like, from like the first couple of videos that you posted, you had like 100. Some people don't even get that. Some people get like 5 views,
Yeah,
3 views. But
that's
I was
crazy
sharing-
because
I
mine
was sharing yours. with all my
mine
friends.
went. They were at like 100, and I was like, okay. And I was just kind of feeling it out to just see how the algorithm works, how fast things move. And I understand like there's a hustle into it, and I'll dial in TikTok as I go on because I'm just kind of learning what I can do with
about
TikTok
time.
and dump it over to Reels and stuff like that. I do like Reels a little bit better. There's a little bit more freedom in the music. Like you can move the fucking music around, and there's like you can
could do
change
that
it
at
to
TikTok.
You can?
I'll teach
no.
you.
Like
Like cut it at a different spot.
no, like with Reels, you have the option of doing 15 seconds or 30 seconds.
TikTok, you have 15 or 60.
Oh, all right.
But you could do 23,
I figured I was just
22.
not doing it correctly.
On TikTok, though, the most viewed videos are less than 15 seconds.
Oh,
like
yeah.
10 seconds, but you got to hook them in the beginning. So it's like, that's why I did the bouncing boobs.
Yeah, no, I don't have boobs. I don't have bikinis. there's nothing for me to move around with over there. But it's interesting figuring out how all that shit goes because it's like, you know, I want to use it for something. And the food stuff went to like 700, I think I looked last. But like you said, I'm not
your
posting
reels
on
hit.
there. My reels hit solid
Yeah.
yesterday. The one went to 2,000.
Yeah, I looked at it this morning.
Under an hour, and I was just like they alerted me and was like, hey, it's over
Yeah.
2,000. And I was like, I texted Zach and I was like, hey, I was like, this doesn't, because he's the one who told me to go to Reels, because he's like, yo, Reels, you're gonna hit harder, because I'll put out a video and it goes to 300, and then it's like I put out a reel and the least it's hitting is like 5.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, oh, all right. But then I scrolled back through, and then now all my reels, I think almost all of them have cleared
are
1,000.
over. Yeah,
And then I was like, oh, okay, Reels. But I like Reels because it's editing, it's music, it's everything I was doing 5 years ago, except for now
On
my shit's
Vine.
not getting pulled down.
So Mike was on Vine when Vine first came out.
Were you on Vine?
Just to watch your shit. I never made stuff, but he used to make the funniest shit.
I
remember
forgot
like
about
when
Vine.
you drove through town and you're like, Brian Juju has that, you know, whatever.
Yeah,
you put that on
no,
there.
because Vine was easy to use. I thought Vine was easier to use. Like
Vine's like
Reels is
TikTok.
fun, and I don't know. I'm just not comfortable with TikTok yet. I'll do more of it. I just I think once I figure out how to use it for me,
Yeah.
because I'm not going to be dancing. I'm not going to be on the
should.
railroad tracks running to the camera. I should just recreate
You could
all your
do some
stuff.
Slides. Yeah, you should. I've thought about recreating like some of the girls that get on my nerves, like because they're all doing like all these like dances and stuff.
Yeah.
I thought about let me just make every video she makes today. But then I'm like, nah, I can't do those dances.
Do you get what now? Because we want to do segments on here, and do you get bothered on TikTok? Like where do you get bothered the most by men? Is it Instagram? Instagram over Only? Oh no, because OnlyFans are paying.
OnlyFans are paying and they're
Yeah.
nicer and they're sweet and they like me like as a person.
So
I mean,
what do you get on Instagram?
However, I will say the last couple of weeks I've gotten like 80 new people on OnlyFans. And they are from my TikTok exploding, right? So, are you taking pictures?
No, I'm doing Insta story.
So, those people are like, "Hey, you want to shove something in your pussy?" And I'm just like,
We can
yeah,
swear on
no.
this
Okay,
network.
okay. I'm like, yeah, no, I don't do
idiots.
that yet. I always say yet, like I don't do that yet. But so I noticed a difference because they are coming from TikTok, whereas like the guys that I have who were from TikTok, who were like my fans prior. They're just like so sweet and kind. Like I'm like, hey guys, I'm just like so busy this weekend. I'm at my mom's, you know, I can only do topless content in her she shed. Just kidding, Mom. She's always like, you can only do topless in my she shed.
Is that like her coming to terms with finding out? What was your mom like when you told her what you were doing?
She's like, just don't show your nipples. And then I was like, after I made that first 50,000 that first month, which I really didn't show my nipples that first month. It was
No, you kept it
21
very.
days,
I mean,
I kept it clean.
like when we talked about it from the beginning, and you were asking me like what you should do and whatnot, and I was just like, you know, you were like, I'm not comfortable with getting naked, but you didn't, and
I
you
didn't.
were
I still
popping
made all
harder
that
than
money.
yeah.
But then after that, like with my VIP club, I do feel more comfortable showing more with my VIP club because I do feel like I'm modeling for them. I feel like I'm like a Playboy model, like you said in the beginning. And that's how I feel. So I said to my mom, she's like, but you don't show your boobs, do you? And I said, Mom, yeah, I made $50,000. Yes, I show my boobs now. Who cares? I bought them, you know, they're great. And she's like, oh, but not to everybody. It's like,
Oh my God.
no, like they have
You were
to
like,
pay
no,
extra.
just to Barry the sign guy.
But really, yeah, exactly. I've been showing my tits for like 40 years now for free. Jesus.
Oh man, do you remember being out at bars and women used to just flash
Yeah,
everybody?
I was in like the wet t-shirt contest at the ranch house with my old boobs. All right. And
I forgot they used to do stuff like that
Yeah,
there.
I won second place for that one. That was
Yeah.
when Barry painted me and my cousin's chest.
Yeah.
It was like flower power or something.
I don't know. That was fun running into you during that time. What the hell was I going to say next? Yeah, so you get bothered on Instagram the most, and you'll just send me pictures like I want to see them, but like
Dick of the week.
Dick, what are we doing? What was it? Dick of the day,
day,
and
sorry,
then creep of the week. So
Well, I
let's
just
just
had-
kind of go over what happens to you, and then we'll get into that segment.
Well, guys, oh my God, just Thursday night, about 4 different men sent me jerk off videos of them coming on my Instagram. Guys that I've never even spoken a word to. Like, that's their, like, hello, welcome message. So that's a little creepy.
That's really creepy. So what it is that they like add you as a friend, and then
No,
they're-
not some aren't even following me. That's the kicker.
and then what
They'll
are they?
see
Just
me.
like ghost accounts? Because they're all, I mean, is there
No,
people who are
they're
actually
guys.
doing it, or like, hey, here's me and my family, here's a cum video.
There was a guy in with his the thumb dick that I sent you.
Yeah.
The weirdest dick in the world. That could be a
Like the other thing is, do you want to put these guys on blast on here?
Oh, I don't care. No, I mean I don't want to do that, but yeah, but some of those guys, like to me, that's just disrespectful.
I think it's crazy
You don't
that
even
that you're
say-
like, man, I really don't want them to tag them in it, but what they're doing is sending you a video of them coming out of their penis.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, you're like, I don't want to cross the line, but they're like, you can't send it. They might like the
Well,
only other thing they
because,
could have done
Mike,
was shit in a
you
bucket.
know, when I post those sexy pictures, I'm asking for it. That's what this
Yeah,
one
yeah,
guy
yeah,
said.
yeah, yeah.
Well, you're asking.
You're
for it.
asking
You're
for it. You're asking for a video of
'Cause I
cum.
look sexy. Yeah, I know. Just send me over a glass of that shit. I'll chug it.
I think it's crazy. I think it's crazy that people do shit like that.
Yeah, but there's so many, and to so many, even to like my niece.
And
I'm
like,
sure, guys
and then
have
you,
done that
oh
to
yeah,
her.
yeah. I didn't even
know?
think of that. But like, what I was thinking is like that guy with the weird dick, like has to know he has a weird dick. Like you've dated someone who's told you a weird dick. You probably had a
He
breakup
was
over the
in
weird
his
dick.
picture with his girlfriend or whatever was his profile picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy's his dick was weird with the zit.
It's just fucking weird. I mean,
zit
I
on
don't,
the
I don't, I
balls.
don't enjoy you sending me them.
Oh, stuff. What about that one where it was like all folded up and then it was like wet at the end? It was maybe not
It's
circumcised.
It's not something I like. I don't like sit down and be like, oh man, that's weird. I see it, and then like it's one of those things where like I'll open it up and I'll be like, oh god, and then I'm just like, oh, guys are just sending dick pics to her and like
I
cum
send
videos.
it to all my best girlfriends. You've made the cut.
I don't want
I send
to
it
make
to
the cut.
Tashi and I send it to Marie.
Yeah.
Sometimes not
What
Marie.
are their thoughts on people doing that to you?
Tashi she gets so grossed out. So does Marie. Marie's like anti dick pic, but Tashi I could at least like laugh. Me and Tashi will like sit and laugh and just do whatever. And
Yeah,
she's
'cause
like-
there's some that
she'll
you've
be
sent
like, "Oh
me-
my god, I watched that one like 6 times. I just couldn't get over." And then there was this one guy who was using a penis pump, and he already had a big penis, so it was like this huge elephantitis like cock.
Yeah.
And she's just like, "Why would he do that? I couldn't stop watching."
And then you go onto their profiles and they're just normal people.
Some even have their kids on there. It's like, what are you doing?
What do you think that they think during that? They think
Well, they
that
think
you
like
want
I'm
it.
a whore and
Yeah.
I want it. Yeah, because I'm posting scantily clad pictures of myself. You know, that's what they think. Yeah,
But it's like
she's sexy.
they could,
she must
but they could
want
go over to
this.
OnlyFans and talk to you on there.
Yeah, but I mean, not even my guys that are on OnlyFans. Like
Are-
only like I'd say out of 628 as of this morning, maybe out of my VIPs, I have 119 VIPs. 20 of them will talk sexual to me.
Yeah.
The others just like want to know about my day. They're like my boyfriend, just like talking every once in a while. They like, oh, you're so fucking hot in that picture. I just can't, whatever. I'm like, oh, really? Yay, And that I'm actually happy that like they can get off from my pictures because a lot of things on OnlyFans is you don't have much success if you're not making video, right? And I only make point of view videos or like strip. Maybe I'll do a strip tease or something like stupid. I do dumb videos. And I'll do like 1 or 2 a week, but they like my pictures. So it is truly like a Playboy experience for my OnlyFans, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I followed a couple of women home in my life. I went through their garbage. I've been on. Look at how red my face is getting from the whiskey.
Ooh, that is mine.
No, I think I'm allergic to something. I don't know. It's been
Or high
happening a
blood
lot more
pressure.
lately.
You're old.
Could be. I'm just hoping that my fucking heart just explodes and this is all over.
I never drank whiskey before.
It's not bad. It's the proper
okay with the
12
orange
stuff.
juice.
Yeah, I don't even know if that's a drink.
I think it is.
Oh, wow. Well, I mean, it's a
highball.
drink. We made it. I don't even know what we were getting into, but what's the creepiest? Like, because there's 2 things that you deal with. There's the cum dumpster boys, and then there's the fucking creeps.
Oh, guys who get mad because I'm not like talking to
Yeah,
them.
get into that a
Like,
little bit because there's a whole nother realm.
There's this guy who's
Because
like,
you'll call me and then be like, this fucking guy today And just
Yeah, well, this one guy, he just like got so mad. He's like, I've been trying to talk to you for a year. I follow you on every social, and you don't give me the time of day. And this is in my Instagram. Instagram, I have like thousands of messages. I literally have Tashi look through them for me sometimes, like to help me out and like get them like, hey, if you want to talk to her, go to OnlyFans, because that's where I talk, because that is where I talk. And this guy was so mad. And he's like, what? Like, he gave me attitude. I was like, dude, okay, sorry, I didn't know you were trying to date me. I couldn't tell by your messages, which I couldn't. And it was just like the fact that these guys, would get so mad at somebody for not like paying attention to them when their inbox is filled with like 40,000 messages, when they have all these like fans and followers. Like, are you kidding me? You're lucky I even like responded and saw your message, because half the time I don't see shit.
Yeah, and like, what did he think was going to come out of this? Like, he was going to be like, hey, I followed you on every social media. Like, we should go to dinner.
Yeah, and I think he lived like across the United States, and okay, we're not even local. And plus I have this baby. Like, and that's another thing that gets on my nerves. Like, guys that think that I'm going to go out to dinner with them and my grandson. Like, I'm going to take Drake on dates.
That's what they want you to do?
Yeah.
This is, and I want to stay in this for a little bit because I think it is so weird that, I mean, are they younger guys? Like, who thinks that you just have this kind of time? Who thinks that?
Well, the one guy is younger. He's been asking me out. He's local. He's been asking me out a lot. And he's super cute. I would totally go out with him, even though he's 29. Maybe I'd wait till he was 31 or whatever. But I have this baby and all that. He's like, well, come on, just bring Drake, and we'll go and get coffee, and we'll go for a walk outside. I won't even be near him, or like we'll go get brunch. And I'm just like, no, I'm not bringing Drake.
I think it's
on a
weird
date.
that anyone would think that you would bring a child around a stranger.
Yeah.
And then like, I've met women on social media before, and the biggest thing with meeting people on social media is that they can present how they are in any fashion. So it's like you could really hide behind, hey, here's like this and that, and then you go to coffee and you accidentally spill it, and he's like, oh, I'm gonna kill you, you whore. And I'd be like, wait, what? I thought you enjoyed good music and a nice time.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of fucked up people that live their lives through social media and they pretend to be happy, and they're fucking totally bipolar lunatics who like just got all this crazy shit going on, and then you go out with them and you're like, holy shit, man, I didn't sign up for this. My one friend recently has been on a date with a dude, and like it went totally south, and she's got him blocked on everything, and he keeps trying to contact her.
Who?
Yeah, I'll tell you after the show.
Okay.
But like, he still continues to contact her, and then was like reaching out to her on a platform that they weren't friends with, and she had to unblock him to tell him like, yo, fuck off. And then she's like, I don't know if this dude's gonna be in my fucking parking lot. Like, I think she gets a little scared sometimes with that, but it's a totally it's a scenario that could happen. It's like, oh, come out with me, you and Drake, and then you guys go out and you don't think it's a good fit, and then he's like, I want to marry you.
Ew.
Yeah, man.
That's happened quite a few times.
Yeah, the cover band guy.
Oh, stop. Johnny from the 90s.
I loved him. I never got to meet him.
He was nice.
I feel like
just
we
talked
would
to
have
him the other
smoked
day.
pot in a van together.
Oh my God. He's so nice.
So what are you gonna do with all these men coming at you? What's advice for your OnlyFans and your Instagram people?
I don't know. I mean, obviously I'm not in the right state.
But how would you approach a woman, or how should a man approach a woman if they're trying to get a hold of them through social media? Because there is times.
Well, I would definitely go on OnlyFans, because honestly,
you're like, you got to pay for this
well, there's
relationship.
this guy. I'm going to tell
Mama
you about
needs
Chad.
to get some groceries.
And I know Chad's going to listen to this, because Chad
Are we allowed to use Chad's name?
Yeah, I'm not going to say his last name. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my
that
God,
wasn't
that
his.
picked it up.
That wasn't his last. I don't even know his last name. Chad.
What a great way to start a relationship.
Chad looks at everything. He reads everything. He's looked up my websites. He knows my last name. Chad. That's Chad. So but he's insistent that he is not paying $14.99 to talk to me on social media. And I want to tell you something. If you can't afford $14.99 for 1 month to get to know my ass, then guess what? I don't want to know you.
Yeah.
Because a dinner date is a lot more
What's
money.
his angle on that? Is that he wants to be the one?
Guys, some guys are ashamed of OnlyFans. Like, I don't want to.
No, but I could see an angle from a man's perspective where it's like, well, I don't want to pay like the rest if I like you and you like me. I don't need to be a
know if I would
customer if we're gonna go
Nope.
out on a date.
A guy who likes me would pay.
Yeah.
He would.
Yeah, you're right.
He would. He would pay 40. He would pay 100. He would pay me. There's a guy on there that likes me so much. The first like month, he spent like $600. And I got to know him, and not just because he was throwing money at me, but it is easier. Like they're tipping you. You're getting to know their personalities. You're joking. You're talking. It's like
Yeah, I mean, now that you say that, it's like
makes
if you know, it's I mean, if that's your realm and that's your world, I don't think that men should act like it's not. And
Yeah,
then it's
and,
like,
like-
so if he comes on there and like, let's just say he did sign up for $14.99 a month.
I would
And
talk
then
to him a lot.
you guys are starting to talk more, and then you see some kind of sparked interest, and then you start realizing, oh, well, you know what? Like, I'm having regular conversations with Chad. Like, maybe
I'll give him my phone number.
Yeah. Which is likely
I've
you
done
probably
it.
do a lot.
No, I did it twice before. One guy.
I'm just saying,
wait,
like,
here, I'll tell you
yeah.
about this guy. He catfished me. He catfished me. He's so cute, adorable. First picture wasn't even him. So he really.
I feel like you
catfished
would
me.
get catfished a lot.
Yeah, but then he showed me who he really was. But then the one video I noticed, he had a wedding ring.
Yeah, that's the
Remember?
other thing I want to get into is a lot of married men
Are on there.
are in there.
But a lot of them just like to look. They're not like cheaters. They
Yeah.
just like to look. And like there's this one guy, oh my God, he would just give me so much good advice in the beginning. He's not on there right now.
Do you
but-
think they're in like bad relationships? And
No,
this is
like
where
him, he loves his wife.
Yeah.
He just likes to look, and it's like just a little exciting because sometimes the wives are going through some stuff and they're not giving their husbands what they need at home. Then
Yeah.
they just go online and they look and they take care of themselves. They're not cheaters. But he used to give me such good
Now,
advice.
do you
like,
think it's cheating if you're talking back and forth? And
no, only if your intent is to be in a relationship with each other.
So
Yeah.
you think it's not cheating if?
It's like you're looking at a Playboy magazine. That's what I figure.
But what if they're like talking to you?
Like, what's talking?
Like, hey, I'm gonna fucking blow a hot load in your face, and you're like, boo, pay me
No,
$14.99.
I still think like that would be a thought that they'd be having looking at a Playboy magazine.
You know what? That's true. That's
You
true.
know,
So
and
if it's
that's
a
not
thought,
cheating.
yeah,
and I'm
yeah,
not
yeah.
into like the whole porn is cheating thing. Now, if you like my ex Vinny, can I say his name?
I don't care what you do.
Hi.
People come
He-
on. People come on here and act like there's someone else in control. Like I'm like, no, I don't give a fuck what you say.
Yeah. So no,
you
like
can
Vinny
swear.
used to masturbate to porn so much he couldn't have sex because
Yeah.
his penis didn't work. Once he quit looking at porn, he was good to go.
Yeah. I was with a gal. I was with a gal way back in the summer, wow, 5-7 years ago in the summertime, and it was super sexual. But like we were texting a lot, and when she wasn't there, we were like FaceTiming and stuff like that. And then when we would go to have sex, she was like, "Hey, I think you need to cut back on that and like wait, and then this will be better." And she was right.
Yeah,
Like-
because you get they say it's like, because you're so into that like gratification from the visual, right, of watching it at the same time. You almost
Yeah.
need to see it to get that same pleasure.
Well, this is a good topic because then if you end up just like into porn a lot and you're like single and then like that's how you get stimulated and come, then when you actually have physical attention, there's like a time period where it needs to be adjusted and like you
Yeah.
have to stop doing that because it's a different desensitizing
Yes.
because you're used to coming that way, and then when you actually have sex, then
Yeah.
like all the time there's like adjustments in there because you're being stimulated by the woman,
Yes,
not by
not
your
the
fucking
porn.
phone.
Yeah, and it was so funny this when because I had made Vinny quit. I made him quit. And this one time I was flying out to LA and I forgot something at the house and I came home and he was there and I literally walked into my bedroom and he was like, "Hey," like he was just getting ready to get down with himself and I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" He's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Like he got so mad that I caught him in the act. And
Yeah.
I was like, I was so disturbed that he was like gonna ruin our sex life because it was ruining our sex life, like him masturbating.
But there's people who get
Oh, I was so mad.
into like masturbating way too much, and then like when
yeah.
they get stressed out, they masturbate. Like it's funny because I don't ever look at it as a thing. Like
But
of
it
course
is
I'm
a
a
thing.
guy,
It's a
but then there's like people who like can't deal with shit, and then they just like jerk off. Like what? I don't know. Those are probably the same people showing you cum videos.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. That's weird that you brought that up. Not weird, but like that it's a good topic because I feel it happens more than people talk about.
Oh yeah.
And like once I adjusted to like, you know, because she was just like, yo, like I think if we just like stop doing this shit every fucking 30 seconds and we wait and then like there's a
Yeah,
build
we
up,
more intense.
then it was like, I mean, it was good either way, but then when we
It's
cut that
better.
out, it was
So much
way
better.
better. And then I was like, okay. And then like I got a grip on like, okay, we're going to wait. And then like you look forward to it. And then
Yeah.
it's like a thing
Yeah.
as opposed to just fucking beating
God, like,
off
our
into a
s-
coffee can.
Our sex life improved so much. Like he used to get frustrated prior to that.
This guy
and
sounds
then-
like he punches drywall.
He was that type of guy.
Yeah,
but
Monster
he,
Energy before you guys would bang.
You know, you were like, you didn't want to meet him. That was the guy you didn't want to
No,
meet.
sometimes
The twins.
that's another good topic. Sometimes my friends that are girls date guys, and I know that it's not
They're douchebags. Yeah.
not a thing. And I didn't ever meet him, but and like you know, I'm not gonna say names, but I have a friend who is just getting back into dating, and you know, she like will be like, here, tell me about the guy, and I was like, cool, like that's all right, just like don't bring him around. I don't need
Yeah.
to meet him. He's not gonna be here in 6 months. Well, what the fuck? And then guess who's not around in 6 months?
That guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
smart.
know. I don't know, but you dated some.
Winners. What about the one that when I took him to that comedy thing and he got mad, like he was like jealous over you?
Yeah, that's another fucking thing that happens. Is like,
'Cause you're the guy
I probably have more girlfriends as opposed to like actual friends that like we talk and gab a lot, and then. Like I feel like out of all my friends, they don't have that many girls that they talk to that are just
Yeah.
like bullshitting. I like that relationship with girls, and I like my other relationship with guys. Like it's just whatever. I don't know if it's because I never had a sister, but
Maybe.
so
Or you're gay.
no, I'm definitely
You
not
guys,
gay.
like, girls, best girls,
Yeah, why don't we
best
talk
friends,
about
best
when
friends.
you owned a store? Then we'll see how gay I was. And you get the stain out of your couch.
Yeah. Shh.
What were we getting into? Oh, but I don't know. I mean, talking with women about that stuff.
Adam.
Yeah. Oh, about yeah.
Insecure
So
men.
like every girl that I'll hang out with, it's all of them, unless they're married or engaged, or I knew the guy beforehand.
Yeah.
They all think I'm just like this fucking stud who's like fucking like their girlfriends, and then they get upset, and like I've had people tell their girlfriends that they're gonna fucking fight me, and I'm just like, dude, like I haven't gotten laid in like 5 years. I'm like, all these fucking dudes are like asking fucking, you know, whatever. I chose not to.
Yeah, that's what they all say.
But yeah, like they all thought that like I was fucking the girls, and it's happened with you 2 or 3 times now.
Yeah.
It was the comedy guy. That was the big one.
Brian
Yeah.
and
I'm like the comedy guy. You're like his full name is. I'm like, oh, I guess we're not using just random nicknames. I guess.
the comedy guy. Yeah,
yeah.
he was so insecure. He hated he just hated it. He hated
Yeah.
that we were friends. Oh, and Lee.
Yeah. Once again,
Lee.
stop using names.
You're allowed to say people's names. No,
I don't know. I don't know who's gonna listen to it. I don't want people bothering me
I didn't
about
say
a podcast.
his last name.
Yeah, I don't know. It was those two, and I think there was 1 or 2 other ones in there
Everyone.
from like way back. Maybe even your husband.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
That made sense.
Yeah,
That was
I
when
don't
we were
know.
splitting up, and I was hanging out with you a lot, and he
Yeah.
was jealous.
I don't know. I get it quite a bit if girls hang out down here, because sometimes girls just come over here and hang out, and they just it's sometimes it's not fun. I just gotta listen to their bullshit
Yeah, you
about
do
the
complain a
guy. The guy who thinks I'm fucking him, I got to listen to their fucking bullshit. So then they get to come home and be tolerable because they dumped it out on me, but I'm the bad guy.
Troubles talk. That's what it is. Troubles talk.
You go.
So, hey, let's talk about my new bikini line, because I do want to talk about that. Like, you know, you sort of inspired that one
Yeah,
for me.
and I would
as
love
well.
to, and maybe we'll do that on next episode. But that's it, guys, for this
That's it?
episode. Oh, no, I'm just fucking with you.
Oh, I'm like, what?
So stupid.
I know it is getting to
No.
be. We have 15 minutes, maybe 20?
We're good.
Okay. Yeah, so Mike had talked to me about, like, what's your ultimate plan? And I know we talked about that during the first episode, was like, he's like, well, when you sell something, then I'll go on TikTok, whatever. So now I started this bikini line, and I actually submitted my order for samples. So I'm going to be getting that. I'm so excited. But I am going to do one men's trunk.
It's smart to do. I've seen other people do it, and it's a good way of creating revenue. And like when I saw what you were doing, you're in a bikini all the time. So I was
Yeah.
like, yo,
Wear
what
my
you need to be
own,
doing
right?
is like traveling to like resorts, getting that. Because I've seen it. I followed a couple food guys, and like I watched this transition in their career where it was like they were a food blogger and they were doing like outrageous food, and they were okay in front of the camera, and then
Yeah.
they got better. And then I saw them one time highlight like a resort, and I was like, holy shit, I'm like, this motherfucker's getting to go do this shit, and then all you have to do is do what I did yesterday, which is
Yeah.
film your life.
Yeah.
So which it is work, and you I'm sure if you had a contract or things, you would have to do it in a specific way.
Yeah, like they tell you things that you have to talk about.
Yeah, but for the most part, though, you could be like, you could travel, and I was like, all right, well, you could travel, you could go to these resorts, you can
Wear your
use that,
bikinis,
and then
do
you can
photo
wear your
shoots.
bikinis and do your photo shoot. So you
Yeah.
essentially could be selling your merch, traveling to places for free. And growing your social media
Yeah.
all at the same time.
Yeah, I was trying to talk my mom into quitting her job and working for me. So like
Why wouldn't she?
I don't know. She just thinks she has to work for 2 more years. Her whole plan is like 2 more
I'll-
years.
And we'll go back to this in a second, but like my mom is going
yeah.
through the same thing. And like she just decided to be done. And
Yeah, I
then
wish my mom
but they
would.
like pushed her out. I'll tell you more about it,
Yeah.
whatever. But like what I told her, I was like, you would have never stopped working.
Yep.
It's
Well,
just
that's what
from
I
a
think my
different
mom-
it's from a
yeah.
different era.
Yeah. Yeah, I think she'd just waste so many more years. So I was just trying to talk, like, get a part-time job, work for me, 25 hours a week. We plan the creative, we do the social. I'll
And you
pay
guys
the
are good
salary.
together.
Oh,
Even
yeah,
like how she
she's-
came here, she's helping with the baby. Like
Yeah, she's so
it's
good.
it'd be so dumb.
And she's super creative. That's a good thing. Like,
Yeah.
she would plan my photo shoots, like props and all. Outfits.
Why won't she do it? Does she not see it as a real
Just have
job?
To talk. We have to talk it in. I told her I could pay her on the books because I have the S corporation.
This is so funny. I had the same conversation with,
With
my
your
mom.
mom.
She was done and she goes, well, I don't know what I'm going to do. And she goes, well, I'll do the books for your food stuff. And I said, okay. She goes, that's fun. And I was like, cool. I was like, we can come up with a number to
She
pay
could
you.
do even more.
And then I was just like, well, why wouldn't you like want to come to the pop up? Would you want to like,
She's good with
deal with
people
the
too, your mom.
deal with the money and like just,
Yeah.
and she's just like, I think right now it's too early because she's like kind of bitter about
She's
everything.
mending.
Yeah,
Yep.
but I'm like, yo, I can pay you more than what you were getting once I start doing the food stuff just to come along,
Yep.
or to just like you said, like, hey, I'm gonna need you to plan all this stuff.
Yeah, I want my mom to plan it. I want her to plan my social, like do a month calendar. I want it to all be done. She's got, I think I'm going to do it like just part-time just to see if I like it. And then if I really like it, then we'll talk about it. Because then I just got to get her benefits and pay her a salary. And then, but I said, I can,
Yeah.
And
But
then
that's
like once
what
I launch
the-
that bathing suit line, like I can.
Yeah. Isn't it weird? Not weird because you always are, I think, a couple steps ahead of a lot of other people. But like for you to be taking the OnlyFans or taking the TikTok, then taking the OnlyFans, then making the revenue off of that, and then now creating this and doubling down on your revenue, like, isn't it weird that like you can create a job for your mom and pay for
I
health
know.
insurance and
Yeah,
stuff?
I know. It is weird, but it's a great opportunity,
Yeah.
Like everything that has happened, everything that exists because of TikTok even shutting me down, like, and now turning me back on, or like OnlyFans beginning, like all of it, it was all meant to happen. It really was.
Yeah.
It was.
I also see it
Timing,
as like a
synchronicities,
lot of
all
people
happens
like
at the
hate
right
on
time.
stuff.
Yeah, I know.
And like,
Whatever. I like
but
my
then
body.
like,
Who
but what
cares,
you,
right?
I mean, not even that, but like, oh, sorry. I didn't know you were getting, I didn't know you were getting
Did you
sexual.
switch it back to me?
Yeah. Now we're back on you.
No,
But like, that was the thing is that you didn't look at that for other than the opportunity.
yeah.
What do you're not even listening. You're just checking yourself out.
My mom made me wear this necklace, by the way.
Can't wait to cut that for a promo. So I don't know. I feel like you did take a lot of opportunities, like where people kind of shit on you.
Yeah, I'm a whore. I'm this. I'm doing sex. I'm not like even doing anything. Like,
Even if
the
you-
most sexual
but even
stuff
if you
that I do
were-
is like,
That's not that. I think you're terrible at the sexual
know,
stuff. You're
I
like,
am.
You're like, you'll send me a picture and be like, "How's that?" And I was like, "It looks like you're taking a shit." Like, stop it. I'm like, these are horrible. Stop making that dumb face.
oh, this one?
Yeah, the one where you're just letting out a heater.
Yeah, but I have fun. I mean, and I do have fun. And I'm going to tell you something. If I don't take pictures for a few days, right, and I'm like down and out because life has been tougher, you know, with my daughter and like the Drake stuff. If I'm feeling like down and out, if I put on some makeup and take a set of pictures and send them out, I feel 150% better.
Yeah.
And not just because of what guys are saying to me, just, wow, I'm like, I look good. I feel good.
No,
like the past like 2 weeks, I have felt so much better about everything, like my life and my situation. And
I like that you're doing it because, you know, we've talked over the years for so long, and you know how I am though, where it's like if shit gets weird, I can dump into this. So like you have your lane of creativity, and you have like, you know, like you have enough of a following of, you know, sorry, I have COVID. Like you know that like you have a fan base. So like yesterday, it's like, you know, I woke up and I had a lot of anxiety, and then it's like I went throughout my day and kind of forced myself to do a bunch of shit I had to do. And then once I started doing it, like I got into like eating the hoagie. Then I was like, all right, cool, I'm gonna start this food show.
Wish I
and
had
then
a hoagie to
as soon as
eat.
I started that food show, I was just like, oh, cool. And then I saw a positive reaction because, you know, and hats off to you. It's like it's not easy to like totally put yourself out there like that.
No.
Because it's like I know that show idea can totally fail, and then like I know that, you know, people could not have interest with it, and I know that I can do a couple more, but like I really like doing it. So then like I hit my buddy Matt up, and I was like, hey, you know, in the comments there's 2 places. One is in Rosetta, and like I totally forgot about Rosetta and never ate a
that's where
hoagie in
my mom
Rosetta.
lives.
So I'm like, I'm definitely
Joe
going.
Mamiche, Rogerio's Market.
Yes. So
I grew
I'm
up there.
so
on
then.
Steps, by the
So
way.
then when I was there, I was like, all right, well then when I'm there, and like I can see this all in my head, so it's making me, all the bullshit that I thought was bullshit, but it's not. It's just leaving. And then I'm filling it with like, all right, well then while I'm there, I could do tomato pie. And that's a good one because Easton doesn't have tomato pie. So there's going to be a lot of people arguing about who has the best tomato pie. So like I was like, cool, like this is working. But for me to put myself out there like that and be like, all right, this is my
Marie's
new
husband works
show.
at the bakery now part-time on the weekends.
Shout out to Marie's husband. What up? Hook me up with some tomato pies, Scotty. I don't know. But when I do Never Again, and then I never realized that this was built for me to get through shit. So I mean, for you to be able to now turn and be like, all right, well, I'm gonna make bikinis, and I'm gonna do this shoot,
wait.
and I'm gonna have my mom help me. Like, as much as your job is great, you don't get that feeling.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't. I don't get that. Just being the creative freedom to do whatever you want. And yeah, tomorrow I might wake up and my subscriptions might be down, right? Because they were dropping. They were down like to 500. My goal was 600, to always keep a 600 subscription per month. And in the first month, I think I had 1,800. Second month, maybe it was a little bit lower. But now
Yeah.
it's at like a consistent. It was
And the
5.
longer you go,
I
it's
think
gonna.
it either builds or whatever. It's
You're gonna get used to the up and down, though.
and
That's how
down.
it was with me with the T-shirts. I was
a
like,
little
"Boo,
upset
nobody
at
likes
first.
me."
I was like,
Boo.
you know, because I'm not doing the sex.
Was it the
or this
mashed
and that.
potato photos that ruined all this?
No, it was whipped cream.
Oh,
But that was good. I
yeah.
like that one.
It was a good idea.
Is the video on me?
Yeah, I
Oh.
leave it on you
How do you know?
primarily
You do?
this is recording you. This is recording me. So when I
Oh,
switch,
so when it's always up there, that's
yeah.
me.
So like when you were standing up and adjusting yourself, that was all recording on you. Yeah.
Like this. Look at this body.
Yeah.
Not bad for 45, yo. I'm getting a tattoo this week.
No one cares. Well, yeah, they do. This is your show. I'm sorry. I'm so used to having
Yeah, I'm just getting some stuff done. It's gonna be expensive though. What the freak?
What tattoo are you getting?
It's like ornamental, like lace. It's just lace.
Yeah, that's so not White Snake. You're
I have
like,
too
did
many
you ever
flowers
see
on my
Here I Go
body."
Again?
It's like Stevie Nicks, leather and lace. All right.
Yeah. Who's doing the tattoo?
Here we go. His name is Billy.
In
Ink.
Boston?
Yeah, Holistic Ink. Yeah.
Yeah. Were you recommended by him?
No, I just Googled it.
Yeah.
But then I saw his work, and he does a lot of that ornamental stuff, like the small.
Yeah. Is that what that's called?
Yeah, small, detailed, fine lines, beads. So what else is?
I don't know. I mean, we hit the topics. We're good on time.
No, I wanted. We were going to talk about another
Hold on.
thing.
I got it.
So we can't show Dick of
Dick
the
of the
Day,
day,
or Creep of the
call-ins.
Week.
You wanted to do
Oh,
call-ins and live
yes.
stuff?
So let's talk about this. I do have a couple guys that would totally call in from my OnlyFans to talk about how awesome they think I am. So, and OnlyFans in general. And like maybe I could get a guy who subs to like a lot of different girls, right? And then maybe I could get a guy who only subs to me and like it was his first time. I think that would be 2 really cool calls to like talk to them about their experiences, whether with me and another girl, or, you know, just to call in and talk about me.
I think call-ins will be fine. Are they going to show their face, or is it because I mean we could have them? Yeah, I guess we'll just take calls. I don't want to take FaceTime because then we gotta need a fucking monitor. Yeah. It's like we're still trying to get the fucking Zoom done, which it will be, but
better be, because we're gonna start picking up with this show. We're gonna do it weekly, correct? Soon.
We're gonna be on hiatus. Is that what you said?
No.
No. I think doing call-ins will be fun, but I think they have to be the right people. Mm-hmm. But, you know, it's kind of like a love line type thing from way back in the day where people call in, maybe ask you for advice.
Yeah, so I want to
maybe you can start looking out for girls to call in, because when we were talking about the web stuff, when we were talking about the web stuff, Carlos was saying, you know, he thinks there's a really good avenue there for you to coach women. So we can have women call in too. So what we can try and do is...
I'll have the 2 girls that I do coach call in.
Yeah, but I'm saying is we could try and get like a guy and a girl each week and like have a different... You know, like be like, hey, I got someone who's going to be talking about how you impacted their life and they can't stop masturbating. And then we have over here a girl who's starting an OnlyFans.
Yes. Sounds great. Yeah, because right now I have like 4 girls underneath me. So you could actually build up a team. It's almost like a pyramid scheme or whatever. You earn just like, I think you earn 5% off of what they earn.
Yeah.
So it's cool. It's a nice little...
What about going live?
I go live.
No, what would you want to do the show live?
Oh, yeah, I think that would be cool.
What would we do it through? Like, do you think that there would... well, I mean, we could do Facebook. You could do YouTube. Is there a way to go live through OnlyFans?
Yeah, but I wouldn't do it through Facebook.
You can go live through OnlyFans.
Let's do a live on OnlyFans.
Yep, because then what we'll do is...
Oh, yeah, and you just turn the thing on.
Yes, but what I'm saying is when we do that, it'll look like this. Mm-hmm. So then what we could do is you can either make your OnlyFans people pay $1 for the show or whatever, or we can use it to pool.
Just tip. I think they'll have to tip throughout the show.
I'm just saying, like, or what we could do is use it to pool people who listen to the show, but they want a specific show. So maybe we could save, you know, like this style format is like the free version, and then we're going to have other girls on and like kind of make it a little bit more risque, maybe.
Maybe I'll wear a skimpier outfit. Hey, let's talk one real quick. I do want
to
talk
trying to make money. This
more
girl's
so
like,
about...
hey, talk about my puka shells my mommy gave me.
No, I want to talk about you producing podcasts like this, because there's a lot of people in the Lehigh Valley who want to start podcasts, and you have a podcast package, right, that you are charging people for now, which I think is great because you have so much knowledge when it comes to all of this. Have you had a couple new people like contact you about this, or are you going to start putting it out there like this is a service I'm offering?
Yeah, it's something I've been doing for the last 2 years for free, or
you've been doing it for free.
No, but there's other, you know, I do stuff with other people though, but they're a part of the network and they sponsor the show, so I don't mind it. But then there's other people that come in and they kind of don't understand what goes into this, and
but like if I'm somebody that you don't know and I want to start a podcast, I could come here, use this awesome studio. Right?
That's kind of like what we're getting to now, and what I'm going to start offering is basically, you know, what I think and what I did yesterday is it's going to start with a consulting meeting.
Yeah.
So then, you know, hey,
what are your needs?
You know, and eventually people are going to pay for that because I'm not going to have enough time. So as of now, it's like I'm consulting with people for free. And like I met with a client yesterday. I met with 2 clients so far, and this is only year 2 of this being a business.
So good.
So no, I'm not saying it's not good. I'm just saying we're still learning the best way to do all this stuff for people. So what we're going to do now is consult with somebody. So yesterday I went in and I was like, you know, what are you looking to do? And then, you know, they told me, hey, we wanted to do this, that, and that. And I'm like, all right, well, that's going to be a waste of money. That I don't need to help. Like they didn't need help with web, which I was like, cool. You have a web guy.
That's
it sounds like your web guy.
Pieces.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, cool. Now we can narrow down and it makes it easier for me because we're narrowing it down to they need one thing or they need multiple things. So then I just realized how uncomfortable it is when somebody does that to you.
Isn't it?
Right. So the whole process is going to come down to the consulting meeting. I love how fast it went back to you, which was probably never on me the entire time. So they're basically going to hold on a second. This is she asked me a question and then that's what I get back. It's got to be on me. I'm Queenie.
Oh, that is his nickname for me, Queenie.
Yeah,
Right?
so you consult and then we figure out what best is going to fit you. And at this point, if somebody comes up and they want to, do a podcast, which I had somebody recently come in, it's this much money. And, I'm not doing this stuff for free. None of this equipment was free. I asked my friends who helped me with this to make it look professional, what it would cost for somebody to do this. And, it's cheaper than what a real studio would be, but I'm not.
But this is a real studio. Why do you even say that? This is like the coolest studio. When people see this, the aesthetics,
because
in
it's
here,
the same thing as like where
you
I
got a payphone.
yeah, like where I would see this going. Like to me, the real studio is the next studio, but yes, it is a real
Come on.
studio.
This is a real
I don't know.
studio.
Whatever. What a horrible pitch, but I don't have fucking time to do any of this shit with other people. Yeah, if somebody wants to do a podcast and they're serious and they got fucking money and like they have an idea and a plan, but this is the thing.
But you can also do Zoom podcasts where you're the interviewer, right? Like where, let's say they want to get their business out there. Isn't
I
that
do
like
that. I do
another-
that with my therapist. She runs her podcast through here, so she'll come down. So
Yeah.
she'll schedule time, and then she does it, and then I edit it, and then we put it up. But like, that's the thing is, I don't want to work with people who are like, "Hey, I don't have an idea," and
Right, like
even if
they
they
have to-
would pay me once a week to do it and had no work, they weren't going anywhere with it.
Yeah.
I don't want to work with people like that. Like my therapist is trying to make money using a podcast. So like I learn stuff from that. I make money off of her and she's growing a business. So like, and then I have things to offer her because she's growing a business. So I make money in different avenues. Now, if somebody would just come in here and be like, "Hey, I'll give you $100 every time I walk in here," I'm only making that much money. I want to work with businesses that want to grow and they have an idea. And like the hardest thing about people, and I get contacted a lot about doing podcasts, is can you do it? Can you do this all the time? And
Yeah.
I've seen people come and go. I've seen other people in the Valley try and do it. I only know maybe 2 people who are still doing podcasts when I was still doing
Yeah.
podcasts. And one of them works with me and the other one is doing really awesome stuff with podcasting. But like, it's fucking work. It's I had someone come down here and act like this isn't my fucking time. Like this is fucking like this is a job. Like we had to schedule this today. Like you're investing into this. Like you paid money.
Yep.
Like I'm not doing this.
Paid
I mean,
money to produce some things.
like we both are so busy. Like we would have to do it this way and make
Yeah.
it like, because you approached me and were like, "Hey, I think we should do this," and I was like, "Yo, I think we can make money off of it." And like that's where I'm at now. Is like I don't really, I'm way past.
Yeah. Just
Hey, I
doing
think
stuff.
I want to try that out.
Yeah.
Like I'm not there.
Well, yeah, you've been doing it for years.
Yeah, I don't know, but I'm sure it's the same shit with you. You get from people like, boo, boo. Yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
Back
I guess
to you,
this angle
Queenie.
is pretty good. It's okay.
yeah. It's not like I did 1,000 of them and know what I'm doing at this point. This booze just made me bright red.
Yeah, you did. You're like,
I know.
you're having
Well,
a heart
I
attack
just
over
started
there.
noticing it. Well, no, it's and I don't know
Well,
if it's
your
an allergy.
Pressure must go up. Your blood pressure.
It's only when like I had a liqueur at a friend's house and it did the same thing. So I think it was the champagne that started it.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
you did start getting red from the champagne. The big bottle that I brought you.
Yeah, she's like, "Hey, let's do mimosas," and then brought this. I said, "Cool, thanks."
Well,
and then
life
she
is
goes,
so
she goes,
busy
"I
with
would
the
like,"
baby.
she goes, "I would like to have, a little bit more than you," and I'm like, "Well, there's like 2 options here. It's either we have 2
I'm
mimosas."
Ubering to my
yeah.
sister's after here because my mom took my new car.
Yeah, that's cool.
That was a nice car, huh?
Let's wrap up. What we wanted to end this on, and this is much better than last time, and it's only going to get better. Like I said before, the format's going to come by episode
yeah,
70.
it's fine.
What we were going to kind of go over to end stuff up is like, what do we want to get into next week? So next week we were
I'm
talking.
gonna have a call-in, guy
Call-in.
and a girl. I'll try for a guy and a girl.
We're not doing a call in next because the next thing we're going to do is Zoom.
Oh, yeah,
so we can't.
we gotta
can't.
test our
Yeah.
Zoom.
So we'll do the test Zoom, but like as far as topics, I think the dick of the day you need to work on.
Yeah, and then I'll show my tattoo next week. Dick of the day.
Pull it together, man. This isn't a TikTok. We're still podcasting.
Yeah, I know, but I like the video.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll figure out some stuff. I think the
We're
show's
fine.
going to come along.
Yeah.
Since I opened, you have to close now.
Well, let's give Mike a hand of applause.
Ugh. Thank you, everybody, for listening. This is
hand of
Only
applause,
Friends.
it's around.
If you are a
Friends.
first-time listener, a first-time caller, first-time watcher, you can go to neveragainstudio.com. That has everything I'm
Or the
doing on
Gypsy
there.
Sister
You can go to my apparel on there, my videos on there. Everything I do is on neveragainstudio.com. If you want to find out more about Kelly, you can go on the gypsysister.net. And then that's going to have links to all of her stuff. I'm going to let her plug her social and wrap up the show.
I'm the Gypsy Sister on everything.
I did all that, and that's what you cleaned up with?
Well, I am the Gypsy Sister.
The bases were loaded, and you struck out.
Sorry.
I was like, hey,
Next time.
I
had too much
You know how
whiskey.
bad I am at closing?
Well, I
And
I
then,
just don't even
and then
know how to
I'm
close
like,
the
hey,
show.
here you go. And you go,
Well, I think we
I'm
should-
the gypsy
No.
sister on everything.
I think we should talk about an inspirational story. Like you used to close out. Remember, you used to close out your one podcast. You're like, I need to talk about an inspirational story. But then somehow you got to talking about how I was stalking you, but even though it was fake, but like I was sending you hair. So let's talk about upstairs real quick. I just got Drake his first haircut at your business. Yeah, so he's got this barbershop upstairs, and
Supreme
I had
Cuts.
to get
Harvey's the man.
Supreme Cuts, Harvey. And I was like, last night I texted Mike and I said, hey, I want to get Drake's haircut. Like, he has a comb over. He's 16 months old with these, like, at this afro curl thing going on. He's like, yeah, go on Booksy, book an appointment. So we got his haircut. So it was great. So 2 birds, 1 stone.
Yeah.
That's the end.
Harvey started sponsoring. He started cutting my hair, and then we're working something out.
Very
I would
nice.
promote him anyways. Top notch. He owns several
you finally
barbershops.
look like a good-looking dude with that beard.
Yeah. But yeah, that's Supreme Cuts upstairs. You can find them on social. It's Supreme Cuts 610. They'll be tagged in all this stuff. Thank you so much, Kelly. I love doing these in
Thanks, Mike.
person. When are you coming back into town again?
I don't know. July.
All right, we'll
Maybe
do
June,
a,
maybe May.
4th of July party
Yeah.
that I want to attend.
Oh, yeah, you're going to come to the beach.
Goodbye.